Good afternoon, everyone. Stack in the South coming back with another fantastic video for you. I know it's been a minute since my last video, but I'm pretty sporadic nowadays. But I felt like I want to get on and make a video. A couple of reasons. One, got some in the mail today, which is kind of similar to these, but we'll talk about that going forward. So, all right, let's talk about this. This is the Navy one, so let's kind of be an unboxing, but I'll show you what else I have in these, these Eagles. So this is the first one I bought. This is literally the first, not the first Eagle I bought, but definitely the first proof numismatic, or not numismatic, but proof type of coin. So this one in 22. So, and of course, is beautiful. Yeah, that's nice. I guess those are fingerprints. Whoops. God, I dropped everything, man. I am Butterfingers. So there's the first one. That's the first one I bought. Pretty stoked. I bought it secondary market, so I paid more than I should have for it at the time, but yeah, it is what it is. I was new, I was learning, and it is what it is. But I mean, what are we talking about? These prices though? Was it $54 silver hit today? I cannot believe it. I mean, when I started buying silver, as y'all know, I didn't start the YouTube channel, I had it, but I turned it into Stack in the South. And just started kind of documenting my journey from knowing absolutely nothing and having almost absolutely nothing to where I'm at now, which I have a pretty healthy stack. Is it as big as some folks? No. But that's okay. But I have been buying, at this prices, I've been buying some, mostly, bought a couple of generic bars, bought a few generic bars, a round or two, and mostly been stacking Constitutional right now. I've just filled up another tube of dimes. I'm working on a tube of quarters, and I want to get one more tube of dimes and one more tube of quarters, and I think I'll be happy with Constitutional right now. But I remember a few years ago just buying ounces for, I don't know, 22, 25 bucks. And now generic round day before yesterday, or a generic bar, was 54, 55 bucks. And it's like, ouch, that's pretty bad. But, all right, moving on. So this is I signed up for the proof. For the proof American Eagle, and so did my friend. At the same time, I set up for the not the membership. Now I'm totally drawing a blank on the word. Anyway, where you get one every year. And I could have sworn I signed up for the proof, but apparently not, because this is what they shipped out, right? I was expecting a proof coin, and this is what I got. And what's even more annoying than that is the condition this came in. I don't know if you can see that spot right there, but that is on the coin inside. It's hard to tell, but yeah, that's like a scuff mark. I don't know how clear this is coming in for y'all, but yeah. So not only did I not get the right coin, I got one that's got a mark on it. I don't know if that's an error or that's any sort of value, because that's how it came from the mint. I don't know. I'm not real sure, but I wasn't super thrilled about getting that one. I didn't want to spend that kind of money on an uncirculated Eagle, but here we are. So anyway, I got back on the track in 24 with the proof. So it was 24. I'm going to show these quick. We all know what they look like. They look like every other American Eagle. But this one came in a cool little box. I like this one. I believe this is West Point. All I really wanted to collect was the West Point proofs. So all the ones I have are West Point so far. But yeah, there's another one. So I do kind of like this case though. Little snap case. All right. So yep. Boom. That's 3. This one I got last month. I did a video on it. I'll show it briefly. It's the Army one. I, of course, was not in the Army. I was Navy, but I'm going to collect all. I'm going to get the Marine one here pretty soon when it comes out too. So I have them all. This is cool. This is definitely one of my favorites. I absolutely love the box it came in. The blue felt. Really nice. So there it is. I'll whip this one out too. Try not to drop this one. There it is with the little U.S. Army privy. Very cool. Very, very cool. I was happy to get that one. I think I was lucky to get that one with the way the ordering was going for that thing. My friend signed up, said he was getting one. It just kept sitting there and email. All of a sudden he got an email saying, oh, you're not getting one. So he was pretty upset about that. But he did get the Navy one. So we're both Navy veterans. And to any Navy folks out there who are or were Navy, happy 250th. Anyway, here we go. Let's look at. I haven't whipped it out yet. Pretty cool. Nice. Kind of curious as what kind of case it comes in. Oops, look at that. 250th anniversary United States Navy. Hoorah, Navy. Let's go. Anyway, pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's all same blue velvety texture with the cool eagle on it. I absolutely love that. All right, here we go. Let's bust this thing out. Hopefully. Well, that one's in there tight. Oh my God. Wow, that one was stuck in there. Anyway, here we go. Look at that, you can see my face. Isn't that special? San Francisco Mint. I know, seems like some people are pretty excited that this is coming from the San Francisco Mint. I'm fine with it. I'm just glad I was able to get one of the Navy ones. I didn't think I was because my wait time when I went to order it was pretty insane. But here we are. Just a few days later. Came in the mail. I love it. Super excited about that. Couldn't be any more excited. Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you. I have a special guest coming on this afternoon. At the end of this video. You'll see. Let's see what else. I don't really have much new to show off. I mean, dimes. AG Stacker 1776 got me my first little tube with some dimes in it. It's pretty nice, but yeah, a few tubes of dimes. I'm just buying a few of those once a week. It's a quarter. I haven't stacked much Constitutional, but I'm trying to get into it. Some Morgans. I don't have a whole lot of those. Yeah, let's see. I got some 40%. 40%, and then I have a Kennedy $50. Pretty nice. But I have been getting more into the Constitutional. I'm kind of stepping away because I go to the coin store, man. They want some outrageous prices on these Libertads. So I'm glad I stacked a bunch of Libertads when I did, because they're too expensive now, and I'm not loving it. But anyway, what else have I been doing? Working my ass off. Also been picking up a few of these. Several of the Oklahoma Goldbacks. Florida Goldbacks. Yes, some of these. I buy some of these, the 1s and 5s, or the 1s and 1/2s, a little more, so I can give those to some of my friends and try to get them on the stacking. That one's a nice one, isn't it? The 5, I think it's my favorite. Get them on the stacking game, but you know, it's hard to convince people. Even today, with the price of silver, people still go, well, you know, it's too expensive, it's too late, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, no, it is not. Start buying. Start buying. Anyway, fiat is going down the tubes. Silver and gold seem to be going through the roof. I just can't believe it. I'm feeling pretty good about my stack and what it's worth at this point. Not that I plan on selling anything, though I have considered, since platinum's going up, and I don't know if I'm going to do this, but I thought about selling my platinum. It's only a 1/2 ounce, and then just dumping that into a little more gold and silver ultimately, but who knows? You may or may not do that. I have to think about it. Let's see. I don't know. I, like the rest of you, is probably just watching that price climb every day and just get super excited. Who knows? All good things come to an end. I know there's going to be a pullback. I hope there's not a rug pull at some point, you know, like I'm sure everyone else does. But it's been a while since I've been making videos. I don't do them too often anymore, but I've been promising my son. My son wants to get on the video. He's got some shark's teeth he would love to tell you all about. So I am going to pause this and go get him and let him tell you about these shark's teeth. We collect the shark's teeth. They give them away basically at the local coin store. They always have some cool stuff for kids. I mean, he's gotten a little tiny. I want to say, I think they gave him 1/3 of a gram of gold. It's a little tiny, tiny bar. Yeah, it's definitely gotten a few silver coins and some other random stuff, but it's fun. It keeps him interested. He likes going in there with me because he always looks for the shark's tooth or the arrowheads. The arrowheads I have to pay for, but the shark's tooth, they just give them away. So, without further ado, I'm going to go get my son. He's 9 years old, and he's going to tell you about his stuff. All right, everyone, I'm back. I'm going to let my son take over for a second and enjoy the shark's teeth. Go for it.
This is a tiger shark's tooth. You can see because of that saw right there and this point. All right, on to the next tooth. This is a sand tiger shark. I know it looks pretty gruesome for a sand tiger, but
do some closer ups. A little closer. There you go.
Here's a very close up of that shark's tooth. And for the next one, we're doing a meg tooth. This one is pretty cool. I like it. It's nice and pointy. It's perfect. Now on to the next tooth. I'm going to do this one. What was it called?
That was called the Ginsu.
This is called a Kinsu shark.
Ginsu.
Kinsu. Whatever it's called, I love it anyway, and it's very cool. Here's a close-up.
There you go. Good job.
And here's another supposed megalodon tooth again. So I'm getting a real good close-up.
Maybe we'll get one of the giant megalodon teeth one day.
Yeah, I'm hoping that too, Dad. So here's a really good close-up. You can obviously see that it is designed to cut. All right, on to the next and final tooth. By the way, I'm only showing y'all 6. Here's the shark's tooth. It's pretty nice. Another supposed meg. And I really like it because it kind of looks like a tiger, but then I'll show the tiger up for comparison. Which one do you think's more likely a tiger shark? Please do it in the comments that you'll see eventually. Okay.
All right, buddy. Thank you. You did a great job. I'm sure everyone's going to enjoy that.
Bye.
All right, y'all. Well, there it was. My son's been bugging me to do that for a long time, but I haven't been making videos, so I kind of felt bad. And I'm like, well, this came in the mail today, so and we got some cool shark's teeth the other day, so there we are. And my son just started, it's not karate, it's like martial arts, kind of a mixed martial arts thing. a couple of weeks ago, and he's kicking ass. I love it. And anyway, if y'all stuck around this long, amazing. I appreciate it. I know I ramble on, like always. But that's it. Just want to show off a couple things. Just want to go, wow, the price of silver, amazing. And let my son get a little word in. So anyway, I'm out. Y'all have a great day.